How's it going, guys? It's DJ, and welcome back to another Skyblock video. So today we've got something very interesting, actually. So just minutes ago, after I'm recording this, or before I recorded this, the Resistance leader was just elected for the Resistance against Dante. And to no one's surprise, it was TECHNOBLADE. But there's so much more to this, and it's just so much more interesting than just a Resistance leader. Honestly, I think a lot of people's assumptions, and just my assumption, was that he was just gonna get Resistance leader's gonna get elected. He was just gonna somehow take down quote unquote Dante and he'd just become the mayor right after. But there's so much more to this, and it's really exciting. But before we get into all that, I feel like it's necessary to mention that over 75% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you aren't already, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 30,000 by about mid this year. That's my goal, 30,000 subscribers. So if you can help me get there, I'd be so grateful. Now let's get on to the video and explain the new formation of the Resistance, which is now named the Resistance of the Rising Sun, if I believe it is named that. So we're just gonna get right into it. Alright, so as most of you know, there's basically a Resistance election that was held in the Dark Auction House, led by Clerk Seraphine, and you could vote for your Resistance leader. And there's a lot of people that were contenders, like 30 Virus, and for some reason 2NFG, who, if you don't know, is someone who is banned. But to no one's surprise, TECHNOBLADE won with a massive lead over everyone else. So he was elected as the Resistance leader, but there is much more than that. The other people who had the top votes are also elected as resistance leaders in the form of generals. So if you can see down here, I'm at Clerk Seraphine now, and all the candidates who won are here. TECHNOBLADE is in front as leader, and there are the rest behind them as generals. So in total, there was Refraction, Furry E-Boy, 2NFG, 30 Virus, Time Dio, and 56NS, all otherwise known as Swabby or Swavy on YouTube. But anyways. So it's very interesting that there is generals as well. So they're going to be basically the main people who are going to lead you guys, all of us in the Resistance. And there's also going to be from what it appears, there'll be a Dante boss battle. And I'm not sure how this is going to work, but if I'm going to guess, it's going to be similar to Dungeons, how there's a boss and it can spawn minions and stuff. I'm going to take a guess and say it's going to be like a boss where it can spawn like goons as minions. And there's a special set of armor and things that you can claim at Clerk Seraphine, and a weapon as well. So it's special resistance armor and a resistance weapon. So I see I'm wearing it right now. That's armor I was wearing before, minus the helmet. But it is the armor of the Rising Sun. So with each piece, it has the Rising Sun. And the staff of the Rising Sun as well. So I'm just going to call the Resistance of the Rising Sun. Because you can see all the banners that have that as well. If you click on Techno, he used to say, the first time he would say the sun will rise again. That's what he would say. But anyways, also, you may have noticed, he's got his own perks. And so do each of these guys have one perk as well, all the Resistance leaders. So I'm going to go over that real quick. So Techno, this is the first mayor to have 5 perks, which is a lot. I think Derpy was before the highest with 4 perks, but Techno has 5 perks now. And they all kind of are references to his videos or some things he said, like the Blood God's Blessing, gain 50% more skill experience, unlimited speed, it grants everyone plus 50% speed, and the speed cap will be removed, which is, you can just zoom around at max speed, but speed above 400 will be halved, so it is still possible to get over 400, 500 speed, but it'll be in half, so you can get, if you can get like 1,000 speed or 2,000 speed, you can get 1,000 speed total. And Potato Crown's Radiance, farming minions will work 100% faster, so that's just a reference to the Potato War and his Potato Crown. Anarchy, which is Dream SMP and things. There are no taxes on the Auction House and Bazaar, which would be lovely. And Shrine of the Blood God, which summons the Ancient Pig. I don't know what this is. I assume it'll be a mini boss or something, or just a boss. But we'll have to wait and see what that is. Now to the rest. So 2NFG is in a cage because he's banned. I think it was elected as a joke. But if we go in here and we see that, that's why? Wow, no. Why is it? I don't know why it's saying him. It's supposed to say 2NFG. I don't know why it's doing that. There we go. 2NFG. Why am I here? That's his perk, and you lose 1 intelligence if he's elected. And all these perks will only be come into play if the Resistance wins. So I assume if we win the battle, which we probably will, because there's so many people. Next is Furry E-Boy, and his perk is that better kid together. If you are on a public island with a party member, you will gain 25% skill experience, which is awesome. Because if you just go to like the end or something and go with your friend and go like Zedlic grinding, you get a bunch of skill experience, which is great. Next is Refraction. His perk is Incredible Luck, which he gains 20% magic find and also gains 5% extra loot at the end of dungeon chests, which I assume will be like more essence and stuff. I'm gonna take a guess and say that. 30 virus is the next one, and what did it cost? Adds the recipe for spiked atrocity. Now, I don't know what this is. Give me a second to look that up. Alright, so apparently that's just like a fishing bait or something, like a new fishing bait, which a lot of people use, because I know a lot of people do fishing. Next is Time Dio, and his perk is Blessing of the Fairies, and stats are gained from Fairy Souls are doubled, which is pretty good, because you can get a lot of stats if you get all your Fairy Souls. It's like 250 Fairy Souls. So you double your stats from Fairy Souls, which is great. Finally, we got 56 MS, or Suavi, so Suavi. Infestation will introduce rats. So I assume that's got something to do with an inside joke on his channel. I don't watch him, but well, there'll basically be a new rat mob, and I assume they'll come with unique drops and things as well. So overall, this is very interesting. I'm very excited. I'm glad Techno is the Resistance leader, because I really like Technoblade. And you also make sure to go to Seraphine to grab your free armor set and Staff of the Rising Sun. And also, I should explain the armor and everything. So the Staff of the Rising Sun, first of all, it's a ranged weapon. It has one ability, and it channels your energy towards the target location, exploding impact for 2,500 damage. Costs 10% of your total mana to use, and it's the only weapon that can be used against Dante. So if you're gonna fight against Dante, you're gonna have to grab this. This is the only weapon that can be used against Dante. So you can see I right click, and it shoots a projectile, kind of like a Bonzo staff, honestly, or a Jerry Sheehan gun. But it's basically like a Jerry Sheehan gun or a Bonzo staff, but only for Dante. Next, we just got the armor. I accidentally clicked Seraphine. Sorry about that. Anyways, that's just what Seraphine says. So next is the armor set, and it gives like a good amount of health and defense. A little bit. It's not that great actually, but full set bonus is that it gives a lot of damage boost against Dante and reduces the damage taken against Dante when you get the full set. And it's all free, by the way, so make sure to go grab it. Also, you gain 1 strength, 1 health, and 1 intelligence for each vote you received while battling against Dante. So I got 3 votes for, I don't know why. I don't know who voted for me. Thank you for whoever gave me these three votes for the 3 boosts against Dante, but thank you for that. I get an extra 3 strength, 3 health, and 3 intelligence, I guess. But if you got more votes, or if you didn't get any votes, then you'll either get no or some health. So yeah, that's just about it. Except for one thing as well. You may have seen recently this thing changed here. It's just a message from Dante saying, "Oh, don't vote for Resistance leader," but too late for that. It's already there. But Dante also now has banners and an emblem, similar to how the Rising Sun does. I have no idea what this emblem is. I don't think there's a name for it yet. I've tried clicking on Dante. There is nothing new here. There's nothing new here on it. But yeah, there is an emblem now posted outside all the buildings, and that is his Dante's logo. And this is just becoming more and more like a dictatorship. Every day, it's more of a dictatorship. We gotta get Techno in the mayor spot, man. That'll be so cool. And I'll be the first actual player as a mayor in Skyblock, which is like the first like big influence over the general gameplay and everything that a player has, which is really cool. And I can't wait to see that, because I'm sure we'll win. Honestly, it'll probably be easy. And no one better vote for this guy. Vote for this guy again as well. We've made a mistake once. We can't make that mistake again. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll make sure to do a video. Basically, I'll probably record the Dante fight, honestly, and see what happens, and I'll make that into a video when that happens soon. There is no date for the Dante fight yet. If you click on Seraphine, she just says, "Oh, check back later for a date of the fight," and so we'll see very soon. I'll have a pinned comment below, and I'll update it when there is a date for the fight. And thank you guys so much for watching again. Please leave a like and subscribe, as I said before, I think. If I didn't, then I sound stupid saying that. But I'll see you guys in the next one.